Um, Hello students, welcome back to the video sessions on production operations management. In last video we discussed all about what is the main role of production operations in terms of any business units, and why it is very necessary to study this area. So first we'll be going in the area of production, like what is actually production is all about, and what is the process of production. Okay, moving ahead, let's see what is production. Production is a process concerned with a conversion of inputs into an output with the help of certain process. So basically it is associated with the conversion of raw materials. Raw materials are mainly your machinery, information, manpower, and other factors of production. So factors of production in economy is refers to land, labor, machinery, and capital being invested in the process of production. So the production, what we have in terms of final products, it could be semi-finished, finished, and finished goods and services. So basically here the production is not only with respect to goods, it is a process where you have the creation of services as well. So production is associated in the conversion of the available raw materials into an finished product. So product could be a semi-finished, finished goods and services. So with pertaining to certain process. So process is all includes planning, scheduling, and controlling aspects of management. So we have another definition which explains what a production is all about. So it is a scientific process which involves transformation of raw materials into a desired product or services. See, into desired product or services. Uh, and adding an economic value. So it is a process which involves of transformation of raw materials into desired product or services by adding economic value. So here we need to understand what is economic value. So just it's nothing like if we are converting, if we are producing the final products which are ready to use, which has a utility, which creates a utility in the sense the stage where it's ready to consume by our customers. Okay, so by adding economic value is a concept, we have certain expenses incurred during the process of production. Okay, so you make sure that you add that value where a company is able to earn profit out of it. Say example, are acquiring the raw materials, or the raw materials cost would cost around 100 rupees, and if and the process conversion process would include some 150 rupees. So we have expenses of 150 rupees in terms of production cost. So if what if we fix 160 rupees as a price? No, it will not help us. So you need to add value to your product, so which helps you to gain profit. See, as a production, we don't have the expenses only in terms of acquiring the raw materials and the conversion process. We have another or other set of expenses incurred during this process. Say example, the transportation of raw materials to the production unit, and the transporting the finished goods to the market, and the salary paid to the employees involved in the production process. So it goes on. There's a number of other elements which are incurred in terms of cost. So by deducting all these elements of costs, you need to be in a stage to have a profit out of the product what you have produced. So that's how the concept of economic value comes into place. So you need to produce a product which which helps you to gain, or which creates a platform for your profit. So ultimately any business organization are more towards the profit concept. Okay, this was all about the production in simple. To conclude, what a production is all about is, a production is a process which involves the transformation of raw materials or inputs into a final product by adding economic value. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what are the objectives of production? So objectives of productions are like the main purpose of production, the reason why the production is helpful, the existence of the system, and the main the motto of this production, why and how, in what view it works, is that is what we are going to study. The first one is the right quality. So first and foremost objective of any production unit is producing the right quality of goods to their customers. So how we are going to define the quality is all about. See, quality is, it differs from the individual perception. So here the quality is, defines as the requirements of the customers. When we say the requirement of customers have met, so the customer is happy with the product. So quality concept is, somewhere it differs from individual to individual, from customer to customer. So we need to have that the study of study as market research. So we need to study as what the actual needs of the customers, and then we need to produce accordingly. So and we have ISO standard set in ISO is also defined in terms of quality standards, that also we need to keep in mind, and we need to produce a product. So that's the reason, like, the qualities doesn't mean that we invest everything into, to convert a to have a good product. No, so ultimately we define quality as, when the product is ready to the product has such features which is which will meet the requirements, or which will satisfy our customers. Only then we define the product as quality. Whatever you have the resources with you, and you use best technology and, advanced technologies to produce a product, but ultimately it is not required by the customers, and they are not ready to purchase, in the sense we are not we don't say ourselves as we have produced a good quality product. So ultimately we need to have a features where the customers are expecting, or the features they are expecting in to be in a goods or product. Okay, moving ahead, the second one we have a right quantity. So right quantity in the sense, first thing is we need to make sure we don't have we need to maintain inventory level less. Inventory in the sense, the stock of materials what we have with us, it could be raw materials, it could be finished, or it could be semi-finished. So here, producing right quantity in the sense, we need to have an idea of demand with respect to our products. In earlier video we discussed what is demand is all about. Demand is the quantity of products where our customers are ready to purchase. So if we have so pertaining to demand, we need to be ready to produce as a, we need to be ready to create the products to meet our customers demand. Okay, so example, if I have 100 units of demand for 100 units of mobiles to be produced in a current scenario of a market. If as a company, if I produce 90 units, then I'm underutilizing my resources, and I'm not really able to meet the requirements of my customers. Okay, if, say example, if I produce 110 products, 110 units of mobiles, then also I'm making more than the requirement, so that will count to an inventory to my production unit. So again, that is also a cost oriented concept, where we need to work on, like, how the excess stock is going to be stored and maintained, so that it is not damaged, or it is so that it is ready for the sale for next. So that, it's better we produce the quantity which is required by our customer, or what the actual demand is there in the market. So this is what the concept of right quantity. Then comes to right time. Okay, we need to make sure the product which is produced reach to a final customers on time when they are in need. If you are supplying after the demand, then there is no use. Okay, so now say example, now there is a example, now there is a demand for say as we are into a pandemic, we have a demand of there's a lot of demand for hand sanitizers and face masks. If as a company, if you're not able to produce such products, which now the actual scenario is in need, then obviously that we are not working towards as in to earn the profit. So yes, so that's what we need to make sure we reach the product. We produce a product in order to reach it on time, because our competitors are already available in the market. They will acquire the market and they will grab the customers. So that's the reason we need to make sure that we reach our customers on time. Okay, this is all about the concept of right time. Moving ahead, we have right manufacturing cost. So considering all the aspects of production, the quantity, the quality, the time, and the maintenance of the equipments, the maintenance of stock, the employee salary, all the costs incurring aspects, keeping in mind, we need to make sure we produce, with less cost per unit. So that's the main aspect of production unit. So we need to give a quality product, we need to give it in a right quantity, we need to give it in a right time, but make sure we do also make sure we produce it at a less cost. So it is a cost oriented element. Okay, so this was all about the objectives of production, which are very much important as a production of goods. So we need to, if we follow these all the aspects of production, we will be able to succeed as production unit. Okay, moving